Kingpin Music.
We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Let's talk under the tree. Welcome to the show. Appreciate that you came. Mr. Palmer T. Smalls ain't a damn thing changed. We talking under the tree. Yeah, we got them hot topics from Carolina to Duval. That's how we rock it on prime time. Check out the podcast. It's online. Hit us up. We got a platform. You gon' shine. It was all a dream. We here now. Let me hear you say it loud. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. We talking under the tree. Let's talk.
What up, T. Smalls? What it do?
What up? What up? The weatherman, how you doing, sir?
I am the weatherman as always. How was your day?
Man, they trying to work me like a Hebrew slave out here, man. God dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm good though. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You all good?
Yes, sir.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. How y'all doing on the panel? How you doing, Jerry?
I'm doing great.
How you doing, Miss Sharonda?
I am doing good. How about you?
How you doing, Miss Carter?
I'm great.
T. Smalls, let's sing her a song. I am Miss Carter. I am for real. What's the rest of that?
I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a million times. Hey, Miss Carter.
That kind of went with that, didn't it?
Yes, it
Yes.
did. Yes, it did.
Welcome to the Let's Talk Under the Tree podcast. T. Smalls, sing the ladies a song so we can get cracking.
Yo, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We got two beautiful women with us today. We're going to be talking about some real issues, people. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Come join us.
One time for your mind, two times for your soul. Welcome to the Let's Talk Under the Tree podcast with Jerry, Miss Carter, Miss Lynn, and T. Smalls. I am the weatherman. See you in 33 seconds.
Kingpin Music.
Okay, we're back. Jerry, I want to give you the honors of introducing the guest of the hour, the two ladies, and what they do, what we're going to be talking about. The topic's already posted, but go ahead and introduce the ladies and the topic for tonight, Jerry.
First, I'll introduce the vivacious Sharonda Lynn, who wrote the play that we will be performing on Saturday. She is a HIV advocate. She has dedicated her life to educating people. And we also have Yolanda Carter, who racially profiled me into this.
Uh-huh.
They said, go find a white guy. So,
Well then. Oh, my.
Wow.
I am speechless.
Sister Carter is my worthy matron who drafted me, didn't recruit me, assigned me to this project. But she is also an advocate and an educator, and she is also be promoting her business tonight. So without further ado, Sharonda Lynn and Miss Yolanda Carter.
Yes.
I want to start with Miss Lynn. It takes a special person to come forward in public to talk about your experiences, what you went through. So you can just give us a brief synopsis of, what you're dealing with. I don't even know what to say, actually. But,
Well,
go ahead.
I think, HIV is very hard for African Americans to talk about. It's a hard pill to swallow. However, when we look at society and the commercials show us that HIV is a LGBTQ disease, a homosexual disease. And I'm just here to educate and, you know, shine some light to let everybody know that that's not true. It might have started in the homosexual community, but now heterosexuals are leading number one in all new cases. Heterosexual African Americans. And so, being that I've been HIV positive since the age of 19, I am now 42 years old now. So, it's about 23 years. I've heard, I've seen everything. You know, I've seen some people has, you know, went on and, you know, gave up and, you know, gone on and, you know, died behind this, you know, disease. A lot of times people feel like HIV is the same as AIDS. And it's a difference, you know, HIV, you know, before you get to the AIDS status, you have to go through a period of HIV and stop taking your medication and different things like that. So, being that my cousin, I seen my cousin pass. He was HIV. He was HIV positive, and then he went into AIDS status, and he died due to complication of AIDS. And that we buried him 4 days before I found out that I was HIV positive. So you already can imagine how life was in my family. But I made it my business to try and educate as many people as I can, being that I'm heterosexual and I'm not, you know, I'm not in the homosexual community. However, I am HIV positive. And what I see that our community is doing, we have a lot of organizations that's geared to our LGBTQ family and it's geared to our Caucasian family, but who is geared to our heterosexual African American family. So I just want to be the voice of our heterosexual community to let them know that, hey, even if you do have the diagnosis like I do, being HIV positive, you still can live an undetectable, unapologetically lifestyle. I do everything that you guys probably do and more. And so, but we have this horrific stigma behind HIV that African Americans just do not want to talk about. So yeah, it's a hard pill to talk about, and it's a hard pill to swallow. But you know, this is my assignment, and so being that it's my assignment, I'm on a mission to save as many lives as I can.
That's a blessing. T. Smalls.
Yes.
Look like you anxious, brother. Go ahead.
No, man, I'm just listening, man. It's very interesting, man, and that is a subject that doesn't really get brought up, man. Actually, the COVID-19 virus was way more in front than the HIV virus was, man. So it's good that you got an advocate here, man, to educate the people, and I'm pretty sure she's going to talk about a lot of things and maybe some experiences and things of that nature. So, hey, man, we ready.
Miss Carter, you in the health profession, right?
Well, actually, yes. I actually own a community-based organization that provides HIV prevention and care, and I have worked within the health industry, serving HIV positive clients for over 20 years.
Wow, she sounds so professional. What you think about that, Jerry?
Yeah, man.
I could hear every vowel, all the letters.
R T.
I joked at the beginning of the show, but this is so serious
Right.
that for me, when I was asked to do this, I thought back 32 years ago. For those people that know my story, I was a drug addict, and I got clean in the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous, and I came in during the crack epidemic, and then the AIDS epidemic was simultaneous, and I lost so many friends over the years to HIV. And so for me, it was when Yolanda first asked me to do this, I was all in. You know, because I think of all the friends that I lost along the way and how education might help people. So for me, it was when God asks you to do something, you don't say no. So if He pulls you, you know, like for me, pulling me through drug addiction was a calling, and just like for Sharonda, she used her diagnosis as a calling, and so for with that, you know, it was a pleasure to ask to be a part of this production and to help with bring awareness to the community.
That's a blessing. You guys have courage to even come forth, and especially you, Ms. Lynn, to talk about it, especially in the African American community.
Mhm.
Do you still get looks when you come forth with someone, when you say you have HIV?
You know, absolutely. First of all, the look is like this. Really? Like it's funny because people think, there's a lot of people that looks like me. I think African Americans have this stigma behind HIV is that we supposed to look sick. A lot of us is probably on welfare or different things like that. And that's not true. You have doctors that's HIV positive. You have nurses, lawyers, I'm a medical coder. You have different people that's HIV positive, but a lot of times it's hard to come through and talk about it because of the looks and of the stigma. I've heard people say, oh, she's beautiful, but she got that ninja. I always say that because I think that's so funny. But we think that having HIV has a look. I remember I had started my nonprofit, Having Incredible Victory, and 99% of the nonprofit members are negative. The cast members, 99% of them are negative. I'm the only 1% on both groups that is positive, and educating them and hearing. And I did that for a reason, because I want to know what the negative people are thinking. I want to know how can we change the mindset of our people, negative and positive. I want to help positive people to know that, hey, take your medicine like prescribed, antiretroviral treatment, so you can become undetectable. But I also want to help the negative people to understand that, hey, HIV doesn't have a look. I had a friend say, hey, you don't look like them. Well, what does HIV look like? You look like us, And so I'm like, but I still have the virus. And so it's a hard pill, especially in the African American culture. We are so used to sweeping things up under the rug. And of course, I know you guys grew up probably like I grew up there. My mom used to say, what goes on in our household stays in our household. But at the same time, we're dying on the inside because of lack of education. And so I get a lot of looks, and I remember when I came for it last year and I was speaking, and a young lady said, well, why are you so happy telling people that you're HIV positive? And she's looking at me. I said, no. Don't get it twisted. If it was up to me, I would have kept my mouth shut, but it was up to God, And so it's not that I was getting happy of telling people I was HIV positive. I was getting happy on the content of seeing people's lives change and educating our community as a whole. And so, but yes, sir, I still get looks.
Moving forward, what gave you the vision to do the play?
I have been wanting to do a play since I found out. Now, I didn't think it was going to be as big as this, but I thought we were going to be in a church community, setting. And man, when I got the play, and I remember the lady that helped me, her name was Dr. Powell, and she said, Sharonda, this is bigger than that, write the play and then go to the Ritz. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute, take me slow, and so I did. I wrote the play and we went to the Ritz, and my director Herbie came in, and he did his thing last year. And so I had people that were just pushing me. But I wrote the play in honor of World AIDS Day and in honor of the people that has gone on. The medication is not like it is now, and so many people has lost their life, including my cousin. So I wanted to honor the people that has gone on, but I also wanted to encourage the people that's still fighting like me.
That's a blessing.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jerry, you in the play, right?
Yes.
What's your character about? Tell us about your character. If you can spill the beans a little bit.
So,
wait a minute. Is it suit
A
and tie?
little something.
Is it suit and tie? Your type
yes.
Okay, I thought so.
So Mike is a business professional whose wife has bipolar disease, and through that, her manic modes and so forth, she goes to bars and has one night stands. So we have a lot of going back and forth about me trying to get her help with her bipolar disorder. And at one point, she comes back, and one of her lovers called her and told her that she was HIV. So Mike is at a crossroads and he's at a dilemma. You know, when I read the script, my first reaction was exactly how I have to play the part, but I will not tell you what Mike does next. You have to come and see the play.
Nice. Nice.
I like
Nice.
that. I like that.
Like
Mike,
that.
that character sounds pretty interesting,
Oh,
Small.
man. Just give them a little bit, man, but not too much, man. Something to get their minds thinking.
Miss Carter, are you in the film? I'm not the film, excuse me, the play.
Actually, I'm just her support team. I will actually be working registration, volunteering, getting in wherever I could be.
Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and pay for a ticket. Get a ticket, come out. Promoter.
Right.
Yes, come out, come out.
That's right. Are you going to be on the news, Miss Lynn?
Yes, well, I was on the news. I was trying to keep this hush hush.
Oh, my bad.
But I have been asked to be on the morning news, the morning show on Saturday. So I am like overwhelmed. I'm humble. I was on the news this past Wednesday, just to get the message out. So to see God moving in a amazing way to educate His people, I'm humbled. But yes, I'll be on the news again.
A lot of times in life, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So you're doing very well.
Thank you.
And you never know where it could take you at.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
All it takes is one opportunity.
You know, and the crazy part about that is, you're right. You know, I think sometimes as human beings, we try to catch this dream and we miss our purpose. You know, and sometimes our dream is our purpose, but we have to, know the difference. I know that a lot of times your purpose is something that you really don't want to do. But it helps people. When I go out and I talk about it, it's like I'm cutting myself open. I've always told Yolanda this when we get on the phone. I'm cutting myself open and I'm showing people the infection, and then I'm stitching myself back up and showing them how to live with this infection. And so, being that HIV is so, has such a stigma behind it, man, it's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you get the talks. And, being where I come from, I didn't have my mom, she did what she could, but, I had the sisters and the brothers that said, hey, you're HIV positive, that's why you're going to die. You got to try. So I came from a hardcore family. Whatever came up, came out, And so to get to this place and still be humble and not angry for what happened to me, man, it's a blessing, and that's all I can say about that.
Have you had any strained family relationships because of this?
Well, like I said, my siblings, they would say harsh things. But other than that, I was close to my cousin that passed due to complication of AIDS, and then I'm close to his sister. So my other cousin, and you actually, I had family that, you have those that, say things, hurtful things, but you also have those that put their arms around you and say, hey, you can do this. We're not going to see you die. And so my cousin Cherie, she was that pillar that, wrapped her arms around me and said, hey, girl, you got to fight. We're going to help you, and I'm going to help you fight. So with a strange relationship in my family, it all depends how you look at it. My siblings, well, they was estranged, but other than that, everybody else was pretty cool.
I'm gonna ask T Smalls a trivia question for Jerry. If you could pick him doing a role, what kind of character you think would fit him? I got one in my mind right now.
With Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh man, Jerry is the suit and tie, briefcase. He like the type of character, man, that you come there and you better be about your business. You know what I'm saying? That type of dude. And if you don't know what you're talking about, he gonna break it down for you and let you know what it all is about. He gonna give you all the smoke now.
I can picture him being a priest.
Now, businessman, yeah, but priest, I don't know about that, man.
But he
In
got,
nome del Padre, e Fini, du Spiritu de Santi.
Businessman, yeah.
I'm gonna put him on the screen. Now check it out.
Oh man, that's
Now,
a businessman.
can't you see him? You go to St. Augustine Catholic Confession, and they slide the window back. Father, I have sinned.
You know, why are you talking about church? You know, let me say this. There's a scripture when Jesus healed the woman at the well. And when he got done with her, she wanted to follow him. And if you remember what Jesus said to the woman at the well, he said, go back to where you came from.
Right.
And tell them what I have done for you. So in my case with addiction, I mean, you know, I've never hid the fact, no matter any diplomas I got from all the way up from my associates to a PhD to all the things I've accomplished in life, none of those things were possible without me getting clean first. And I think in Sharonda's case, she was that woman at the well. And Jesus told her to go back to her community and tell them what I have done for you.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
That's deep.
That's deep.
That was great.
That was deep.
Hey,
Come
man,
on here.
I tell you, he won all the smoke, man. He got all the smoke. See what I'm telling you? He broke it down for you. Better know what you're talking about.
Now Yolanda almost got me killed.
But hey, no, I ain't gonna say, but she does.
You remember when we went to that banquet in Daytona together? Weatherman.
Don't remember.
Oh yeah. I thought you was talking. Yeah, I remember.
No. Do you remember when we went to that banquet?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, a few years
Okay,
back.
so I came by John's shop and Yolanda gave me a plastic Ziploc bag full of condoms. So you know, I took them and I put them in my pocket and just kept it moving, wasn't thinking, right? So when I'm in my car, I just put them in the glove compartment, you know, all nilly-willy, not caring, right? So we're riding and my wife's looked for a tissue. And I said, you know, Kia, just open up the glove compartment. There's some tissues in there.
Oh, you know what that meant?
Yeah. The only thing to save me, Yolanda's business card was in the plastic bag.
You probably had a whole sack of them.
It was like every different color under the rainbow. You remember that?
Prevention is key.
So we riding to Daytona and I thought I was going to get it.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I'm going to post your fly up here. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
you
us,
right
man.
there.
That's us.
Oh. Yes.
Nice.
Right.
That's how Mike really looked.
Right. Did you have to do like a casting call, or you handpicked everyone?
Well,
No, I told you I was racially profiled.
Well, at first we did do a casting call. That was last year. We did do a casting call, and some of the people that's in the play we've been doing plays all. We've been down like 4 flat tires all year doing plays, and so you know these are now my family. And when I told them about the play, man, everybody was on board. And so when I was talking to Yolanda, I'm like, hey, man, I need a white guy. I need a Caucasian guy. I got one, Jerry, you know. And so when she showed me his picture, I'm like, okay, we can use him. And Jerry came in. Let me tell you, when I gave him his script. We first had rehearsal. This dude was off script. Okay.
I know about that.
Yo.
He was off script, you know, and he was about his business. But you know, he's amazing. So yeah, we did casting call, but the people that you see now on the flyers and different stuff like that, we've been working together for about a year in different plays. And man, you know, they've just become family. Because I'm not from Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm from Dallas, Texas. And so I don't have family here, but man, let me tell you, the people that God has handpicked to be in my life, they're wonderful. So these are the people that's going to be down with me. I'm going to take them all the way wherever God take me. I'm dragging them with me. Yolanda too. She coming on too. You know, she might not be able to play on the list. I need you to get to the front and tell them what we need the people to do. You know?
I know that's right.
Yes.
I have a question for you. How much ad-libbing did everybody do?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah. I figured that. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah.
It's a lot. So, okay, so let me tell you about this play because Jerry only told his part. Okay.
Oh,
So, of course, we know that HIV is tremendously affecting our African American culture. So, the hidden truth, you know, take you on a journey on different ways that HIV has affected us. So, we got 5 different walks of life. We have the first scene is geared to our youth and trafficking, child trafficking. So we have some amazing people playing that. And what happened is the youth, a lot of times, you know, our kids, they bully each other when somebody else cannot make, you know, have the best pair of clothes on or the best shoes on. So they bully each other in high school. And, you know, she gets bullied. And in her, while she's getting bullied, she's trying to figure out, where's her mom and different things like that. And so she's the only person that she can really talk to is her cousin. And so that part is, you know, me and my cousin. But she goes to this park and she sit down. And of course, this older man, you know, talks to her, reach out to her, and he act like he's in love with her. But it's another twist to that. So I ain't gonna tell you everything on that part, but it's another twist to it. And then of course we have our LGBTQ family, our older setting group. They don't really agree with that type of lifestyle. However, you know, you can't judge people because, hey, the Bible said you judge somebody else, you'll be judged, you know. So we have our LGBTQ family, and just because our older people some people just don't understand them, don't mean that you should cast them away. And that's where the second scene come in with our LGBTQ family, with our son his real name is Demontre, and his father is not pleased with his lifestyle, but his father is holding a secret too. Ha! You gotta come see. So
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
yeah, I'm telling you, it's tough. And then, of course, Jerry told you guys about his scene. Then we have our senior citizens. Y'all listen, these seniors are getting down. I'm telling you, y'all in the senior living, baby, listen, they are actually in the top 10 age group that's infected with HIV.
Wow.
Yes. So we have the senior citizens, and then you see how HIV is spreaded in a senior citizen living. And then, you know, I can't tell y'all everything. Then we have the church scene, the pastor and wife. And I'm just going to leave it right there.
Wow. That's exciting. How much are the tickets to get in to see?
Well, it's a donation, $10 and up. You can either bring $10 at the door, or you can cash out the nonprofit, or you can bring a toy, a $10 and $10 toy, well, a toy that's $10 and up. So what we're trying to do is get enough toys so we can give to the less fortunate kids for Christmas.
Okay. I know all about ad-lib. My crew's the ad-lib masters.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, you guys are going to, I really hope to see you guys there. It's going to be some crying. You guys going to be mad. You probably want to throw something on the stage. You know, Jerry got a good part in this one this time, you know, but next time the Hidden Truth 2, it's going to be a little rough for him. But, so, you know, it's going to be, it's a good play, I'm telling you. When Jerry figured out all the scenes, he was like, "What? Really? Huh?" You know, he was all kind of emotions back there. You know.
Look, May Pearl had me dying. The senior citizen thing, I had my jaw drop, and I was like, "I am done. I am done." Then, you know, you talk about ad-libbing, right? I had to convince her that everybody doesn't say, "Oh my gosh."
Oh my gosh.
The first time I had to say it, right? I literally put my hands up, my pants up on my hip and squished my butt cheeks together and said, "Oh my gosh." Like, it just, look, there's a lot of things in life that can flow. That wasn't one of them. I still stumble with that part, saying that line.
Well, Jerry, you can say something else. You know,
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
This is a true story on T. Smalls. I think a couple months ago, I gave him 3 lines straight up on a piece of paper. And we were shooting something. I said, put it together. And I walked off.
Ad-libbing like a mug.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's when you do some of your best work, when you ad-lib. But I'm very proud of y'all putting it together. Miss Carter, I haven't forgot about you. T. Smalls, what kind of role do you give her if she had to play in the play?
Oh man, I
got one in my head.
She the auntie that's gonna raise hell.
That's what I said too. Yep. Yep.
She gonna raise some hell. She gonna get to it.
I'm not good quiet auntie, you know. I'll be the good one though, and I'll give him some education, and I'll love him still, and I talk to him. You know, that's me.
Smalls, I think she'll beat the crew.
Hey, look, man. The thing about it is she got the voice, man, that you can't tell. And then when she get at you, you're going to be like, wow, man. She got that voice to lure you in. And then once she done lure you in, boy, she got you then.
That's right. Jerry, in closing, what you got, brother?
I just want to say it was a real pleasure to be a part of this cast. It was, I appreciate Yolanda for recommending me to do this, because I was real apprehensive at first, but then when I seen every scene, and then listened to Yolanda tell her story on the first day I was on, we did rehearsal, I knew there was some divine intervention here and how important this is.
Right. That's right, man. You the man for the job. Suit and tie, you know, all that.
Hey, businessman, what you said, weatherman /
priest. And check
him, Jerry,
out.
you don't want to be the priest in this scene, do you? In this play.
I will say this: I do get to do full Al Pacino.
Wow. I think Jerry might even cry in character.
No.
Might.
Nah. Oh my God. Oh
like the song says, there are 2 paths you can go by.
Oh my God.
Miss Carter, what do you have in your final closing comments?
Well, my final actually, I want everybody to come out to see the play, because the play is something that will enlighten everyone. It's beneficial, and it's a meaning behind it. The component that comes along with the play is something for every age group to learn.
That's what I'm talking about. But I still think she's the enforcer, Smalls.
Hey man, that's why she's the head of registration, big dog. You don't know? It's a purpose behind it.
Sharonda, tell them differently.
It's a method behind the madness.
She's been really, really nice to me. Yeah.
Hey, Small, she remind me of a person. Where's your band? Where's your wristband? You ain't got to get to the back of the line.
That's it.
You better go home till you get it.
Hey, man, every leader has to have an enforcer, man, and she stands behind Miss Sharonda. I could tell that, man. They have a great relationship.
Yeah, right. We do. And you guys, you think we have known each other forever? It's only been a year. It's not even a year yet. It'll be a year in February. Yeah.
Hey, T. Smalls, read one comment by C. Hess. You know how he go. It's true.
All right.
You see it?
He has said she's that ass whipping auntie. I'm gonna say it. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I don't care.
You're not the only ones. You got to look.
Hey, everybody know me. I'm gonna say what I say.
Ass is in the Bible.
Yeah.
Real quick, give Yolanda a chance to talk about the business.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Gabion Home Care Service is a community-based organization that provides HIV education and prevention to Area 4. And Area 4 consists of Baker, Clay, Nassau, Duval, and St. Johns County. We provide HIV testing. We provide hepatitis C testing. And we have telehealth services as well. And if anybody wants to get in touch with us, we're actually we're on Google. We have a website they can visit, and we come to provide services that most people won't do, and we have non-traditional hours, whereas we're not the 8 to 5. We do have things after dark, which most people like to do things in the dark, so they're not seen. So we do have services after 5 o'clock.
I like that. Miss Lynn, what do you have in closing? Talk about your play, give another plug for Saturday, all that stuff.
Well, I just want to first of all encourage the ones that's out there that's in hiding, that feel like that they cannot make it or have that mentality that I got HIV and I'm gonna give it to everybody and I'm gonna die. There is life after the diagnosis. I want to even encourage the ones that think that they can have children. I've had 2 after the diagnosis, and they're negative to this day. I have 3 children in all. For the play, man, I just think that it is going to, like Yolanda said, it is going to enlighten our community. It's going to educate us. Being that HIV is such a hard pill to swallow, guess what? You don't have to talk about it. You can come to the play and we'll talk about it for you. I think that HIV should be talked about like any other disease, any other. If you're talking about football at the table, talk about HIV at the table. I have 3 beautiful children. I say, hey, you on PrEP? Are you having sex? We need. It's a need to know basis. I mean, it's very. Need to be informative. Our children need to be informative. But I just want everyone to come out. We're here to educate. We're here to motivate. We're here to actually educate our African American community as a whole. We are falling by the wayside due to lack of knowledge. Don't be afraid of your diagnosis. I think HIV now is like, it's not a death sentence anymore. HIV to me and everybody, that HIV now is like high blood pressure, diabetes, COPD, anything that you have to take medication for to live. That's what HIV is. It's no longer a death sentence. You can live an unapologetically lifestyle.
Amen. When I told T. Smalls about the topic, the co-host here, his final comments to you was this right here. Actually, he said it to me when I told him about the topic. You were coming on the show. So he wanted to ask you this right here.
Who is you?
I didn't hear it.
It was a video clip. He wanted to ask. Go ahead and do it live, Smalls.
Who is you?
I'm Sharonda Lynn, baby. Sharonda Lynn.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Also, I got something. Could you let them know where the play is going to be at, locations, where we can come out to see you?
Absolutely. The play is December the 3rd, this Saturday, at FSCJ Kick Campus on Roosevelt. We are in the auditorium room F-128, 6 to 8 p.m.
Good.
And we're going to have appetizers. So listen, you got to come early. If you come late, you will not have any food. So everything, the food is free. If you can just bring a donation for the toy for our youth, so we can give back to the less fortunate kids for Christmas.
That's right. That's right. Hey, if you could donate to anybody else, you could donate for a good cause. Let's go ahead and do it, people.
The last thing I have, I wish y'all much success on Saturday. Jerry, you're doing a good job. And I wish much success to you. At the bottom, Miss Carter, Miss Lynn. Y'all going to have a successful play on Saturday. And y'all keep on going strong and stick together. That's what it's all about.
Will do.
And y'all will be okay. T. Small, say a little prayer before we go, man.
Yes, I surely can. I surely can. God, I thank you for our panel tonight. Continue to bless these beautiful ladies as they journey on to educate the people on what HIV is about. Lord, I pray that everybody make it safe home tonight. And thanks to the people who are watching. In your name we pray, continue to lead these women. Amen.
Amen. T. Smalls, we're going to do a spinoff on this show called Jerry Goes to Hollywood.
Hey, dog. Hey, that would be dope.
What you think?
Yes, indeed. Hey, Jerry, man, he good for it, man.
But imagine the setting. He has to be like a hobo on the train tracks with some cookies on the stick and just walk with some coveralls on. That's the set right there.
Well, if you ever heard my story, it's pretty close.
Hey, man.
Wow.
Hey, Jerry been doing some work, man. I've been keeping paying attention. He do a lot of work, man. Do a lot of work.
It's been nice, everybody. Y'all can stay on after we get off for a few minutes. Thanks, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Miss Carter. Thanks, Mr. Jerry, aka the priest in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
T. Smalls in the house. One time for your mind. T-Spalls put a spin on it.
2 times for your soul.
The Tree Podcast. I am the Weatherman. See you. Wouldn't want to be you.
Kingpin Music.